Everyone's excited about the airlines rebound, but I like to remind investors that life is all about managing expectations. And if you're about to enter into trade any of these airline stocks or airline ETF on the hopes of a big recovery, please understand there's going to be tremendous turbulence. Lots of short-term pain for that long-term gain. And what do I mean by that? When we go back and take a look at SARS, and just after in 2002, 2003, and what we witnessed was a huge sell-off in Asia in the airline stocks. And what is quite amazing is that from the March of 2003 lows to September, 6 months later, these Asian stocks surged 120%. And that is a huge return. And that was a great bet for speculators. But during that recovery, those airline stocks fell more than 10% on 4 separate occasions. Even during an up period, there will be huge downdrafts of more than 10%. So please make sure your seatbelt is on. Airlines are slowly recovering from the coronavirus slump and had their best week last week in June, the first week of June, and it's an incredible 35% return. But that doesn't mean the volatility has gone. We had some of these airlines, like American Airlines, surge 40% only to quickly correct more than 10%. So it's important that you understand what I call the DNA of volatility. Each industry and each stock, like each of us, have our own DNA, our own fingerprint. And when we look at these industries, I like to look at the DNA of volatility. And I write about this, and it's important to take a look at what is the daily standard deviation, meaning 1 sigma, 70% of the time, it is a non-event for the stock market to go up 2% or fall 2%. A year ago, it was only 1%. But now, due to the coronavirus and the global pandemic, we've had increased volatility. When we go to airlines, it's another level of volatility. It's 3%. So it's substantially greater daily volatility, both up and down, over 1-day periods and 10-day periods in the stock market. So please, if you're interested in looking at airlines and airline stocks and airline ETF, read our white paper at usfunds.com, and it's titled Managing Expectations. And remember, wheels up, seatbelts on, and happy investing.